Week 5 of the high school football season is upon us. We have some big games across the local schedule coming your way at 7 o'clock on Friday night. Hey everyone, I'm Joe Catenacci from PortCityDaily.com. Weather may play a role in tonight's kickoffs, as we have a 40% chance of some precipitation. Have had some wet field conditions out there due to the rain we've seen earlier this week, so look for that to possibly play an impact as we head through week 5 of the high school football schedule. Some of the games to look at: the biggest head-to-head matchup between local teams will be down in Charlotte, Brunswick County, as 3-1 West Brunswick take on 2-2 North Brunswick. Our PortCityDaily.com reporter Hannah Leva will bring us our new feature this week. She'll be live blogging from the game in Charlotte, so follow at PortCityDaily.com. We'll have live tweets going on throughout the course of Friday Night Lights. Look for us at Port City Daily on Twitter, at JoeCats19 on Twitter, and again, Hannah will have a live blog giving you play-by-play and highlights from the matchup between West Brunswick and North Brunswick. Only one or two other local teams are home this week. The Lady Bucks at 2-2 overall. They will host East Bladen at 3-1. The Bucks coming off a big 14-7 win over Northern Nash. Meek Watkins is our player to watch. The senior running back has 2 100-plus yard rushing games this season, and both of those games have been Buccaneer wins. So look for Meek Watkins to fill up the stat column. He had 2 touchdowns this past week, including the game winner over Northern Nash. 11-yard rumble into the end zone to give the Bucks their second win of the season. South Brunswick will also play Fairmont down in Boiling Spring Lakes. The Cougars, after winning their first game, have dropped 3 straight, so they're at 1-3 right now under the new coach, Rocky Lewis. Cougars have a chance to get back in the win column against winless Fairmont, a team that has struggled so far this season, obviously. So look for South Brunswick to gain some confidence this week, potentially getting a win at home against Fairmont. A couple of big games on the road for our New Hanover County football teams. The New Hanover Wildcats, coming off a bye week, they will travel to Laurinburg to face unbeaten Scotland County. The Scots are at 4-0, always a perennial favorite to go to a 4A state championship. So a tough road test for the New Hanover Wildcats, who are coming off a bye week and wrapping up a 3-game road trip before they return home next week to play Purnell Sweat. The Hoggard Vikings, a heartbreaking loss last week, 14-13. A missed extra point attempt in the waning seconds of the fourth quarter sealed the Vikings' fate. Now they're 1-3 right now, Hoggard. They have lost those 3 games by a total of 7 points. Hoggard does not get a break this week. They'll head up to Clinton to take on the Dark Horses, led by their legendary head coach Bob Lewis. Clinton ranked number 2 in the state among 2A schools here across North Carolina. So Hoggard going to be a tough test. That game should come down to the fourth quarter as Hoggard plays at Clinton. Topsail will travel to Jacksonville. That'll wrap up our Week 5 high school football schedule. The Pirates looking to bounce back. They have struggled in the special teams game, allowing some big plays in the return game. So Topsail will play at Jacksonville. And finally, one other game, Ashley. The Screaming Eagles, also coming off a bye week, travel to Fayetteville to play Westover. Our player to watch in that game, Jacob Reed. Quarterback, senior. He's a first-year quarterback, even though he's a senior. Ashley, again, off to their best start, 2-0 since 2003. Screaming Eagles on the road for the first time this season. Again, Hannah Leva will have our live blog from the West Brunswick and North Brunswick game in Charlotte. Play-by-play highlights from that game will be at PortCityDaily.com. I'll have a complete Week 5 high school football scoreboard on Saturday morning on our website at PortCityDaily.com.